Fat 50 and Running a Marathon, a channel dedicated to health, diet, fitness, and goal achievement. I'm your humble host, Topher, and I sincerely hope you'll like this video, subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, weigh in with your thoughts and opinions and relatable stories in the comments section. This is the third in a three-part series dedicated to prayer and meditation, and I want to start this video off the same way that I started off the Monday and Wednesday video, and that is with a quick disclaimer. I'm not endorsing or denigrating any religion or spiritual belief with these. There has been some evidence to suggest that the power of prayer and the benefits of meditation can help those dealing with mental health issues. That's the entire purpose of this video, is to offer a suggestion, not in any way, shape, or form to disparage or encourage any sort of spiritual practice. In my research, it seems as though just about every religion out there encourages or even demands prayer. Some specifically prohibit or at least discourage meditation. If you belong to a religion or a spiritual movement that believes that meditation is incongruous with your personal beliefs, by all means do not meditate. I'm not here to tell you to go against your principles. I would never suggest anybody do that. Now, real quickly, let's make a distinction between prayer and meditation. And the problem with that is when I looked up the definition of meditation in the dictionary, it suggested devout religious contemplation or spiritual introspection, which does in fact hold true. However, there are many, many types of meditation that do not require any sort of spiritualism, or for that matter, even a belief in a god. So, for example, the Buddhists are a religion without a god, and yet they constantly meditate. So, meditation, prayer, they both spread across the spiritual plane, I guess I should say. Real quick, I want to list some of the benefits of meditation as suggested or as shown by the Mayo Clinic in their research. There's way too many of them for me to list here, so I'm just going to go over some of the highlights. The benefits of meditation being stress management, better sleep, lower heart rate and blood pressure, increased imagination, creativity, patience, and tolerance. It also seems to improve the symptoms of depression, chronic pain, asthma, IBS, and even cancer. Now, there are many, many types of meditation out there. Real quick, I want to go over three, and then we're going to go a little bit deeper into three other types. The three I want to go over very briefly are Qigong and Tai Chi. Qigong and Tai Chi are both forms of meditation where you are involving physical activity with the meditation. So you're breathing, you're doing something physical, like say moving your arms, moving as it's known in Tai Chi, the good energy, and you're also focused in your mind on something. That's one of the first varieties of meditation. There's also Transcendental Meditation. Transcendental Meditation means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. My grandmother was a practitioner of Transcendental Meditation. It seemed very much to go hand in hand with what's known as astral projection. Transcendental Meditation, my exposure to it, my experiences with it when I was a child and listening to people talk about Transcendental Meditation, ultimately Transcendental Meditation is trying to go someplace else. Take your spirit, your soul to a different realm, a different plane, a different physical location. It is largely involved with going to a place other than where you are. Now, having gone over those three types of meditation, I'd like to go a little bit deeper into three other types of meditation, those being mantra, guided, and mindful. Mantra is probably the most simple of these. It is the act of repeating a word or a phrase again and again and again in order to achieve an enlightened state of, say, of serenity. Usually it does have a spiritual element to it. Most of the time the mantras are ohms or things that come from a lot of times from Hinduism. But that is mantra, and that is what a mantra is. It's the repetition of, like I said, a sound or a syllable or a word or even an entire phrase. But that is the repetition, and ultimately with the repetition of that, you are trying to get yourself into a state of serenity or tranquility. Guided meditation. Guided meditation almost always involves hearing someone speak. When you see, sometimes on TV, someone will say, imagine that you're looking at a door, and you open the door, and you go through the door, and you see this. That's guided meditation. That is taking a spiritual, or I guess I should say a detached journey, a non-physical journey to a place, or concentrating very much on, say, one object. As I understand it, there's a group of yogis in India that concentrate on a bowl of water, and they look at the bowl of water, and that's how they do guided meditation, by looking at the bowl of water and imagining themselves in the bowl of water, going around the bowl of water, looking at the bowl of water, all those things. That's guided meditation. It's going from where you are, it's leaving where you are physically, at least on some level, just depending upon how spiritual you are, to go on some sort of journey. Lastly is mindful meditation. Mindful meditation is where you are thinking about the here and now. You are completely focused on, say, your breathing. Now, I've done mindful meditation. Oftentimes usually it's focused on body parts if it's not focused on the breathing. Like in mindful meditation, it might tell you to think about your toes. While you know that you have toes and you do feel things in your toes, you don't normally think about what your toes are actually experiencing, what it feels like to have toes. There's even a mindful meditation that involves scalp, concentrating on your scalp, what it feels like to have, what it feels like to have a scalp, and this is suggested to help with baldness. I myself am very happy with my bald head. I never liked my hair to begin with, so this is not something I personally would use. However, I have used the technique whereby you concentrate on your toes. There's also another one where you concentrate on your eyelids, and you just focus on what the sensations are in your eyelids. There's also another form of mindful meditation where you basically just sit there and you listen to the sounds around you. Now, that's usually done in nature, finding some babbling brook, some place where like the leaves are rustling through the wind, that kind of thing. That's mindful meditation, and that's focused on the here and now and what you're experiencing as a human being. Now, I'm going to suggest that you try, if you're interested in meditation, try looking for an app that works for you. One of the ones I'm going to suggest, I'm not been paid to endorse, is Insight Timer. I've used it myself. There's a free version, there's a pay version. The free version actually has some very good things in it. It has meditation, it has even some lectures on meditation, some lectures on spiritualism, that sort of thing. It's great, but there are other apps out there. Another place you might want to try is right here on YouTube. And YouTube not only has some guided meditation videos, sometimes it just has music that is perfectly aligned with trying to meditate. So anyway, these are the benefits of meditation. Like I say, with any of these videos, we are going to go more in depth. Another form of meditation that we did not really go over is yoga. That's because yoga, as I see it, can have meditation or it doesn't have to. That's another one that seems to be sort of iffy. Some religions seem to have a real problem with yoga. I'll address that when we do the series on yoga coming up soon. So until next time, thank you for watching, and remember, only by taking care of ourselves first are we capable of taking care of others. Topher.